Here's a look at the kind of damage residents there have been left to clean up tonight in Muskegon. 24-hour News 8's Heather Walker is there.
The city of Muskegon is asking everyone to stay inside tonight because of down power lines. But many people not only have lost power today, but their homes and some nearly their lives.
It sounded like a freight train. And before I knew it, in about 60 seconds, man, it came through and blew my fence down, messed my garage door up. I looked out the front window and there it was.
It's hard to tell, but behind this pile of branches is a house and a car parked in the driveway. A 14-year-old girl and a month-old baby were inside the home when the tree snapped. The baby's father was in the car. Both were crushed, but everyone managed to get out with only seconds to spare. How did they get out in time?
They had to crawl out the back seat of the car to get out.
Another neighbor saw the teen run out of the house with the baby. Everyone we talked to says there wasn't much time to get prepared for this storm.
The wind just really picked up really fast, and it just really got dark. And we just knew it wasn't something that we used to. It just wasn't normal, and we just knew that we needed to take cover.
It's crazy, man.
These people on Forest near Pine had to help their grandmother move out after a tree fell on her house, putting a hole in the roof. And over in Laketon and Superior, a 10-year-old birthday party was interrupted.
That was one of my candles when that happened.
With this.
Well, all we hear is the wind, and then we just hear like a loud.
All over Muskegon, you can see trees and power lines down. It will be a while before all of this is cleaned up.
Been in the neighborhood for over 40 years.
Have you ever seen a storm like this?
No, ma'am.
Muskegon Dispatch was too busy to take our calls tonight, but we have not heard of any injuries, and we hope it stays that way. In Muskegon, Heather Walker, 24-hour News 8.
Muskegon, this storm continued to move east. Tom Hillen live in Kent City tonight with a look at the damage in northern Kent County. Tom?
Well, Larry, we just started to dry out from our live shot at 10 o'clock, and here we are in another downpour here in Kent City. Behind me here is Kent City High School, and you can see the extensive amount of damage that storm left as it rolled through here earlier this evening. What you're looking at, that big black tarp-looking thing, that's actually the roof from the gymnasium. I was able to speak briefly with the principal here from Kent City High School. He said they lost a big portion of their gym roof, their cafeteria roof, and part of the weight room roof as well. Now, if you are a student here at Kent City High School, the decision about whether or not to have school on Monday has not yet been made. Obviously, they'll make that decision before Monday, but damage was not just limited here to Kent City. Take a look at some of these pictures that we got in through Report It. They came in, this is from the Sparta area, and this is the widespread damage that I was able to see as I drove around northern Kent County, Muskegon County, and Newaygo County today. Trees down, power lines down. If you were watching us at 6 o'clock, I was live in Bailey, and at 6 o'clock I showed you one side of the street where a tree was laying on a house. Well, at 6:30 we walked across the street and there was a tree on a car. That's the type of damage that we have seen all over this area from really this first major severe storm of 2014. I was able to speak with that man who's had a tree fall on his car. He said he was actually watching trees fall left and right.
We were inside just getting ready to marinate some chicken, and I look out the window and I noticed it was windy, very windy. It got windier and windier, and next thing you know, I saw a tree fall down. I saw two trees fall down. So we walked outside, and the first thing I saw when I walked outside was a tree laying across my car. So it was, I don't know, it was very shocking.
Well, the wind is picking up here as well, and we have quite the light show going on behind us with lightning to the north. People here in Kent City sure are hoping that this round of storms doesn't bring nearly the damage as the last one did. Live in Kent City, Tom Hillen, 24-hour News 8.
Well, take a look at these pictures. Now, we're told 3 people were on these golf carts when trees started coming down around the course during the storm. It happened at Boulder Creek Golf Course near Rockford today. Rescue officials tell us 2 men were trapped in one of those golf carts and had to be helped out. Both were taken to the hospital by ambulance, but fortunately are expected to be okay. Now, there is widespread damage throughout the Rockford area tonight. We've seen pictures of several trees down, some on houses, others on cars. There's a lot to clean up tonight. After tracking the first line of storms during 24-hour News 8 at 6, Storm Team 8 meteorologist Kyle Underwood went to the Belmont area to survey the damage there.
We've got live lines down, transformers are blown, trees bigger than a foot in diameter blocking roads just like this all across northern Kent County, hit hard by these storms tonight. It's going to be a big cleanup effort Sunday. Some of Kent County's most significant damage reports came in from Plainfield and Cannon townships north of Grand Rapids. Here at Plainfield Cemetery, more than a dozen large, healthy pines were uprooted or snapped in half.
We came outside because we wanted to see the clouds and whatnot, and then before you knew it, hail was coming down, and then my neighbor's fence blew all the way across the street, and my kids came running inside scared.
Less than an hour after the storms rolled through, cleanup was already underway.
Our neighbors and everybody have been pitching in, helping, cleaning up. I know up at our house, all of our neighbors have pitched in.
Damage was also reported at golf courses across northern Kent County. Blythefield Country Club was among the many that lost power and will be closed Sunday because of the storm. In Belmont, meteorologist Kyle Underwood, 24-Hour News 8.
We are getting a look inside the storm from the Rockford area. Watch the storm whip up the water here on Boswick Lake. Look at that. That's a wild sight. To see more pictures of the storm damage, click on our photo gallery at woodtv.com. We'll get you another update also, by the way, from the 24-Hour Tracking Center.